Hello guys, this is Yoruus speaking, and this is the first commentary I'll actually do. This is the recording of my industrial duel versus Tommynt team. The rules are quite simple, that's no wonders, no espionage, quick speed, skirmish, planes. I mean not quick speed but standard speed, first mistake. Uh, what I'm looking, what I'm doing right now is moving my muskets to check out the closest surroundings, to think about where to plant my cities. Well, actually, well, this start is not the best, but I noticed the gems close to this mountain, and I think to myself that this is quite a good defensive spot. So my second city will definitely go on the gems. I'm not quite sure about the capital. It's kinda there's actually no production here, but the starting position looks, I think, the best, is actually where I will plant the city. Well, the basic idea on industrial duels is, well, basically you can go two ways. First of all, I want to add that Tommynt is I think, the best industrial player at the moment. Actually, I have never beat Tommynt in industrial start to this date. So this is my probably 15th attempt to win against him and these settings. Why are we playing without wonders? You wonder. So, well, basically the Renaissance wonders with the industrial start are quite OP, because when you play with wonders you basically rush Tower of Pisa, you get a great engineer with Tower of Pisa, then you pop Taj Mahal with the great engineer, you get a golden age, and golden age with industrial start is very huge. So when you get the Taj Mahal, then most probably you get Porcelain Tower, and you're happy to go to get Louvre, and with Louvre you get two additional great artists, so you get two additional golden ages, which is very huge. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get decent production, but still be able to grow it a bit, and of course we start with ironworks to have the most production quickest as possible. What I like to do is I like to build National College at start. Some people like to do university, but about that in a second. Social policies, liberty worker, till settler, and then popping order. I did a small mistake here because I started to work the sold before I actually took the worker policy, which means that I lost probably one turn, because you get the bonus with working land from liberty. So basically you need to check you take the worker policy, then start working land. So I'm figuring out where to go with my settlers. I see no good spots, so I'm gonna try to scout first, and I'll try to find good spots for my three next cities. I like because the settlers are quite long to make with industrial start, so I'm actually trying to check the best spots for my first four cities. Even if I lost a couple of turns searching for a good spot, I prefer taking good spots with my beginning cities, especially that I know that Tommy do that as well. He picks very good spots for his first cities, preferably of course with some luxuries, but it's not that important in this era start. About the National College, I like to build National College first. You probably ask why. Well, why not the university? Well, the answer is simple. National College is +3 science, plus 50% science overall in your capital, and university gives only 33% added science, and you actually need to put one pop to have the +3 science from the specialist slot. So National College is far better for me, in my opinion, at the start. Besides, it's quite good to take the National Wonders at the start, so you actually don't have to build them later on when you have more cities, and they will cost a bit more. So, what else to say about start? There's some trash talk about a game we started and we didn't finish. Yeah, of course, Tommy, you won. The game we were referring to barely started. Now, maybe not barely started, but we were starting to actually fight. We didn't finish the game. What's my overall plan in this game? Well, if I remember correctly, I'm doing this commentary couple, even I think 2 weeks later on, because I just started to record videos, and I think adding commentary will benefit the video much more. But I'm trying this. This is my first video commentary, so if I talk about some useless stuff, you can feel free to post some commentaries, and I'll try to improve. And just to add, English is not my native language, so well, don't expect that my English is that good. So, scouting a bit more, I see nothing in the north. I mean nothing. There's river, of course, but I see no hills close by. On the left there's a hill, so I'm thinking like this is a good spot for a city on the hill close to the mountain, but I'm trying to find a bit better because there's only first, and I want to scout the unique luxury on my side of the map first. So this city on hill, for defense purposes, it's a good defense spot. What I like to do is I start with worker, cause on industrial start working land takes ages compared to building buildings or building units. So improving land becomes quite important. As you can see, I have already 3 workers working on my capital. I found a natural wonder. I see a hill, so I'm going there to plant on the hill. I'll do a bit of more scouting with the settler, but that's the spot I'm gonna take. It's gonna get the cow, it's gonna get the salt, it's on the hill, and it's gonna have a hill in its borders, which is quite important to have hills, especially in industrial start, to have hills in the first ring of your cultural borders of a city. You ask why? Well, it's quite simple. Cultural borders spreads to things that actually is not needed for production boost. So it spreads to luxuries, it spreads to food, it spreads to plains, rivers, or even just plains before it actually spreads to hills. So if you're not going to plant or with hills in your borders, you will have to buy the hills to be able to work them, which costs a lot of money, and you actually need money to upgrade. As you can see, I have a very little river. I know that my money will be problem, so it's even more. It adds even more to plant a city in a spot with hills, because I know I will not be able to buy much hills to improve my production. Yeah, so I'll try to not do a lot of trash talk. I see he planted his, as you can see, he already planted from the points he already planted I think all of his cities, which is kind of bad for me, cause I will be couple turns behind for whole duration of the game. Uh, is it better to plant good cities than to have the couple of turns of not be couple turns behind? Well, I don't know. We shall see. There's not simple answer about that. This game, I was thinking that it's rather good that I plant good cities instead planting fast cities. As you can see, also I'm kind of trying to plant the city so I can fit more cities later on. At this moment, I was thinking about planting a city on close to the river, but not the river actually. Oh, here I see the unique luxury, as you can see in the corner of the map. Now I move the cursor, but I'm going there. This is a problem right from the start. Tommy is, as you can see, already sees my capital. My capital is in front, which is quite bad, to be honest. And a musket is incoming, and it will do a lot of damage because all my other units are not in place to defend anything. So basically I have nothing to do against this musket, so I can just come here and pillage my lands, which will set me back, of course, another couple of turns. I was thinking about putting a city in front, but as you can see, there's no good defensive position in the front. There's only plains, and plains are killers in industrial because it goes so fast to artillery. It becomes a huge problem. Your cities have to be in good spots, defensive spots, where you can have the vision, and you can see the enemy units, and the enemy units cannot see you, because artilleries have 3 range, and it's hard to defend in open plains against artillery, especially if someone has more artillery. So he planted his fourth city, as you can see on the points. I'm making will I make a unit? Yeah, I'm gonna pop a cannon just to have at least a little bit firepower to peel off his units. Tommy likes to be aggressive at start. He uses all his initial units to just come and make some damage, make some kills. So I only see his 2 units. His 3 other units are probably already on the way. Since he planted his cities, he probably feels quite comfortable with his position. Yeah, as you can see, the musket comes and he's gonna pillage my mine. Not actually shooting the mine. I'm not shooting the unit because I know that I'm gonna only give him free XP, so I'm just shift clicking to block his retreat. Though he's not gonna retreat, of course, he has nothing to be afraid of. He can just wait the turn timer and pillage the mine, and then he's gonna go to the wheat and pillage the wheat. Actually, there's little info that I can add about multiplayer games, especially duels. Well, Tommy is the host of this game, and that gives him a huge advantage, because from my observation, and I think other players' observations, host has a huge advantage because, for example, first thing, if you finish the wonders same turn, the host will always have it, because it goes, at least I think so, that it goes like counting what is going to be built from player 1 to player 2, and the host is always player 1. So example, if you're playing an FFA with 6 players and you're like player 3 and player 1 will finish the wonder first, then you'll not get it. But if the player number 5 finish it on the same turn as you do, then you'll get it. And what it adds to even more is that with shift clicks, if you guys both shift click on the end of the turn, the computing will be that the host host's shift click will be counted first than you. So for example, if he shift clicks and you shift click, then his shift click gonna cancel your shift click, and so if 2 melee units and both's gonna be like attack the same unit, then he's gonna attack and your unit is not gonna attack. You really need to take account to that when you're fighting and you're not the host with duels, because that can be a disastrous at fighting. So he comes here, he's gonna wait the turn timer again to pillage and move to the ship again. You're asking probably why I'm not attacking. Well, I don't want to give him free XP. That's the general idea, because he can heal then. And of course it's not 100%, but still it's a heal, and I'll probably not catch him. So I just want to protect my land, repair my salt, wheat, and just peel him off. He already scouted my capital. I don't see his capital. I mean, it's not a huge difference right now because we're actually playing without wonders, but still you'll know exactly what's the population in my capital, and that's huge information. So I already have my 4 cities already. I have my 4 cities now, which is like a couple turns later than him. I'm building workers in my cities, then I'm gonna start universities. Probably. Well, I know, because I already played this game, but I'll try not to spoil too much information. So I'm going here and I'm repairing the mine. Scout vision, and I'll try to scout the top of my map and then try to see what actually he has in his land. I'm trying to micromanage. I'm making a farm there, so just to put the population in food. Same here. I'm gonna chop the forest and improve to the mine, so it will be worked first as soon as I do it. So he's sitting happily on my ship. Damn you, musketman! This city's problem is no food, but what can I do? I need that city because this is the closest hills and the luxury that I have to my capital, and it will be my, I think, only blocker city, real blocker city. At this point I'm actually thinking like I'm a bit screwed, because see, he got a heal and he's gonna pillage the ship and he's gonna be healed 100%. He'll just go away. Why I did it, you ask? Well, it's quite simple. He's gonna get that heal anyway, and I just wanted to be here because I have flanking bonus. I can shoot from my capital, so I'm free. He cannot snipe my unit, because it's the danger with attacking units, fortified units, is that when you attack him and he has the heal, well, you already did damage, you already moved, your unit is not fortified. So for example, if he, right now, if I didn't have flanking bonus, if this wasn't my capital, he can just attack my unit on planes. See, he's coming with a musket. Yeah, but I got him. He attacked it, and this is good. I managed to be first with the move, so I saved mine. Again, I was kinda expecting that, but I was faster this time. To finish my thought, so actually he can snipe a unit because he can attack with shift click and then attack with another turn, and it's probably enough to kill a unit, so you gotta be very careful when you're actually fighting and attacking a fortified unit, because fortify gives a lot of defense bonus and your units takes a lot of damage when attacking fortified units. Probably I'm shift clicking the cannon. Am I shift clicking? No, I'm not shift clicking. I'm trying to, yeah, trying to kill that unit. Make him pay for pillaging my land. That was nice usage of the beginning units. I hope he's gonna lose it, but he had some gold from me and he prevented me from scouting with my units. He saw my capital and he delayed working on my land in my capital. So I guess it was a huge plus for him, which will pay off later in the game. I mean, the more the game will last, the more advantage you get from things like this at the start, because everything adds up. Everything adds up. Every single thing. Yeah, so he's backing up and he's scouting my land unchallenged. I, I'll try to stop him, I'll try to trap him, but it will take some time. So now I'm actually trying to counter a bit. I hope I'm trying to counter a bit. Let's see, what will I do? What will I do? He's already like 7 hammers ahead. It's not huge, especially that I planted my cities very late, but still, he already has hammer advantage, and that's bad. That's bad. Very bad. Oh, going about the social policies, I didn't finish the thought about the social policies, where there are two possibilities to go with industrial start. At least two possibilities that I tested, because some players think that rationalism opening is also viable. I never tried it, and I don't think that losing the bonuses from Liberty is worth to get the two free techs from rationalism. Though there are two ways, like you can go fill up the Liberty tree right away, which gives you 4 cities. Snipe his unit, which is good, which is very good. So at least I made him pay for this with 1 unit. So probably I'll get this unit, so at least he's gonna lose 2 muskets. But the damage has been done and he's already ahead. And going to those starts where you... one more thing before I go with the starts. The points ran off. He got more points. What it means actually that he's got more population than me. And this is bad because he gets more science, he gets more production, he has more food, and he has more gold. So in this stage of the game I'm actually behind, and I'm behind quite a bit. And going with the start, well, there's 2 ways. At least I see 2 ways. You go full liberty, I mean the worker, then the settler, then golden age. So you got golden age at start, so you build everything faster, like ironworks and all this stuff. I mean you don't necessarily have to get the golden age. Depends. If you play with wonders, um, if you play with wonders, Tower of Pisa Taj Mahal combo is huge. So you plant a city, preferably with some chops, with good production. You go production focus, you pop golden age, you get ironworks, and you chop all the forests. You get Tower of Pisa, and with great engineer you pop Taj Mahal. Then you finish the Liberty tree. You can get another great engineer or great artist, whatever you like, and get another wonder like Porcelain Tower or something like that. As you can see, he's already aggressive with my his units. I decided with that musket close to Burka that I need to sacrifice a musket to uh, to scout him, because he already scouted me, and I want to see at least his capital, at least something I want to see to even up things. So I'm building in my Linko Pink City another masket to kill that masket at north, and in my other cities I build universities. I'm taking industrialization. Uh, why is that? Well, that's quite simple. Production wins most of the games. Production wins. Science wins. Added with production, well, you can have great science, but if you don't have production to support it, you lose, because you can't make units with your scientific advantage. And the other way around, if you have crazy production and you don't have the science, you lose as well. Of course, you have to balance it. But why I'm going industrialization? Well, that goes for the start. Let me finish the thought. With Liberty Opening, you get Golden Age, you get massive production at start, you can spam, be aggressive with it, you can make units, only units at start with your first cities, and you try to wage war with your production advantage. Or just make buildings faster, a bit faster at the start, which is very strong opening, very strong opening. The other way around is like what I did in this game. So you actually go Liberty to Settler, you get the Worker, and then you open Order. What it gives you is it gives you the happiness from the cities at the start, from the Order opening, and it opens the way to the factory bonus. I mean the science bonus from your factory, and the half time to produce your factories, which is very important. And it saves you hammers, it saves your time, and it adds the science, which is good. That's why I take industrialization, to see the coal and be able to see the coal on the map. So he got a couple, so my scout failed, simply put it. But I'm still trying. If I actually get a fast move on the musket, maybe I can see another city. The right, we shall see at the end of the turn. I'm trying to control a middle a bit, to snipe off a little bit of his units. They are a bit damaged, which is good. Yeah, I'm scouting the back, I don't see anything. I see only those hills. Only those hills, those hills are good. It's all the production there, but there's no food, there's no river, so there's no gold, which will be a bit problematic in the future. So I manage, yeah, I manage a fast click, and I scout his capital. Yay! This is good. I'm trying to make a trap for his musket. And what happens in the middle? Well, he's got good defensive position right now, so probably I will not be able to do much, but of course I'll try to do a bit damage. We shall see how it turns up. I see cultural borders of his city in the south, so I'll try to scout it with the scout. Scout it with the scout, that's fun. As you can see, I'm already at minus 6 gold. Gold will be a huge problem for me. As you can see, I have only 2 cities on the river spot. My other city, the Helsinki, is, well, that's no river, no gold. And the city in south, there's like what, 3 tiles with gold. I mean 3 river tiles. And this will be a bit problematic. capital is 5, which is at this point good for me, but he still has more points, so he has still a lot more production, population. I'm kinda sad that I don't pop F9 every turn this game, but I actually was not thinking about commenting this game, but after taking some consideration, I think that Civilization is this kind of game that when someone does not know exactly the game, when he sees a video like this, he actually don't know what is happening on the screen, and the commentary adds up a lot. So I kinda go back to this video and try to add up a little bit of commentary. In the future, I'll try to just do commentary on go while recording a game. But I don't know if it's gonna turn out well, because well, maybe duels, or when I'm gonna play like an NQ game or something like that. What happens here? I found coal in Helsinki, which is great because I just finished industrialization. I got like 3 turns my order policy, so this is perfect. I'll improve my coal exactly at the time when I get the policy for faster factories. So this is good timing. Good timing. Well, what you can do from this now, there's 2 ways to go about it. The next technology, either you rush artillery or you risk a bit and you go public schools to add up science. I think I'm gonna switch the rifling. I'll not do rifling because it's not the great choice at the moment. I have no gold to upgrade my muskets. I'm almost at minus gold at the moment, which is bad, very bad, because I'm gonna start losing science. But there's not much I can do about it at this moment. So I'll probably change the public schools to add up a bit of science. Yeah, I'm trying to save as much gold as I can, but this is looking good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Undercity. I see. Oh, he doesn't see my scout right now because the workers see 2 tiles and cultural borders see 1 tile. So what I'm gonna try to do, I think if I remember correctly, I'm gonna wait another turn. Another turn. I'm first in production. This is good. I'm gonna wait 1 turn. Yeah, exactly. I'm changing to scientific. Yeah, then fertilizer, and probably then diamond. Another thing that you can do is go scientific theory and then go electricity for aluminium and hydro plant. Well, it's good for production, but it's kind of risky, because if the other player is aggressive, well, scientific theory is risky already, because when other player goes straight for artillery and he has, for example, gold advantage, he can just pop a lot of cannons, and when he hits artillery, he's gonna upgrade all those cannons to artillery, and he's just going to crush you. And look how much gold he's making. He's already 12 gold per turn ahead of me. This is a lot. This is all. This means he has all his city on the rivers, which will add up. Yeah, I'm shifting in scout. I'm going to try to snatch his worker to delay his call, to delay his factories. I'm trying to do something useful in the middle. What's going on? I'm going to finish the get my land workout. Oh, factory. Factory after national treasure, yes. I should be getting 2 turns to the social policy. So, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're wondering probably why I'm not chopping forest. Well, I'm saving jobs for settlers. Settlers in industrial costs a lot of hours, a lot of turns to make. So I'm actually leaving this forest to fasten the settler production, cause I will need a lot more cities. I think I'm gonna plant 1, 2, 3 more cities in the back, at least 3 more cities in the back. Probably I was thinking about a city in the south, and I think I'm gonna plant another city in the north, so at least 4 cities. That's optimistically thinking 16 turns. 16 turn is 8 units, which is a lot. It's risky like hell, but I know I'll have to do something. So he's got his horses right now, and he's gonna push me back. Actually, I was faster there. I'll manage to save the musket, and I snatched the worker at south. I managed to save another musket, which is good. And I'm gonna kill? Yeah, I'm gonna kill 1 musket. So he tried to trap me, but I kinda defended a bit. Well, my scout is dead, but his worker is mine. He's gonna retake it probably next turn. So I killed the musket north, I took the worker at south, so I delay his call, and I managed to save 2 of my units in the middle, so the fight is... yeah... tell me his comment is adequate. That was a very good turn for me when it comes to combat, but the problem is his capital is pop 6 already, and he's got population advantage, gold advantage over me, and there's not much I can do about it, to be honest. What I'm trying to do at this point is I'm gonna try to stay equal in science and try to get as much production as I can and go to war, because long term the rivers that he has and I do not will make a huge difference. So I'm -5 gold at the moment, so that's minus for science. But I'm getting my national treasury, so hopefully I will be okay. With gold, of course. I'll be okay with gold. The waiting sucks. That's the one problem with duels, with the game mechanics and fighting. Actually, most of the time you need to wait like till last second to make the moves to get the advantage. I don't like it. I try not to do it, but it's hard to fight without it. Like this. He's gonna shoot, he's gonna try to kill my musket in the middle. At least he should try. He retake the walker. Then he's gonna fight in the middle. Well, I advise when you fight, focus on fighting at the beginning of the turn. I got the sociability factories right now, and you see factories 2 turns. The factory will be up, you'll get the science bonus. What I advise is to focus on fighting at the beginning of the turn, but if nothing happens, don't go run around freely and forget about it, because some players like to fight in the middle of the turn, make some moves as well. So you kind of have to focus two things at the same time. Keeping eye on the combat, making your moves, and keeping an eye on your technology. I mean your economy, making creating buildings and units and moving your workers and stuff like that. Did I get him? Yeah, I get him. I got him. Another hit for me. I gotta say that the start fight is good for me, but that was kind of suicide. I'm gonna lose. At least I should lose some units in this exchange because I kinda put my muskets out of position right now. So that's not that good. As you can see, I'm clicking this musket because I know he's gonna try to snipe him. At least he should, so I need to wait the turn timer. Yeah, I shift click the musket to the hill. Oh, and Gatling. He has so much gold, he actually was able to I root him again to upgrade Gatling, which is kind of bad. Oh man. Yeah, he got it. He got it this time. Well, you can't be lucky all the time. So as I said, I'm gonna lose some wins in this exchange. It was kind of my fault because I put the musket out of position to kill his muskets. I guess that was not a good idea. As you can see, he has a gold advantage, he's got population advantage. Only advantage I got. Do I have an advantage at all? I had a slight production advantage, and that's all. That's all. This game will be uphill all the time. I'm trying to get my population up, but I still have to work production tiles. Reason for that is this is the only thing that is advantageous for me, so I kinda need to use that. Oh, he's only I'm like four hammers ahead only. I was for a second first in GMP, which is interesting. I guess he didn't build his national treasury yet because he popped some horses. But this will change. This will change, I'm sure of that. Yes, I'm checking his cities, pop 5, pop 6, pop 5, and like what, 4, 4, 4, 5, so he is huge. Huge. Well, he has advantage in population. So that means more science, more production, more gold. Simple mathematics. So uphill battle from the start. Well, this game is of course this game is dependent on land. Of course you try to make the best of your land, but there's no kinda universal strategies that you can apply to every single game because the map is different all the time and you have to adapt, but sometimes there's like nothing you can do. There's like nothing you can do to get over the advantages that the other player has. And this is like this. He has rivers. I don't have rivers. I have production, but what will prevail? I don't know. Ah, he was faster again. Yeah, he was faster again. This is the part that is starting to be bad for me, because he probably sees that he's getting the advantage in military right now, because he pushed me back. I'm second in army already. He's like I didn't see it because it was a bit too fast. I think 20k ahead. So he knows he has the army advantage, and he has a bit of technological advantage right now. The advantage of mobility, because he has horses, he has a Gatling. So if I was him, I would try to push a bit, but I kinda risk this part because I know I need to be equal at economy. So I know I need to finish factories, because if I won't finish factories, he's going to get ahead in production, and probably later on, if I won't finish public schools, the situation will be exactly the same. So I kinda have to risk defending with less units and just try to survive until my echo finishes, because he started to make units earlier than me, and he's gonna have the advantage now. He doesn't have to make units because he already has more, so he can go building buildings. So I kinda have to risk it and build buildings myself and try to defend with less units. At least that's my thought. Killing my disaster. This is disaster. Yeah. Disaster. Boom, boom, boom. 2 units down and nothing gained. Bad, bad, very bad. At least I saved the musket. So he's aggressive right now. He knows he has the advantage, so it's good from him. He just pushes, push back to defend. To defend. So I take a lot of risk this game. I go scientific theory, though I know he has military advantage over me, and I kinda try to go echo instead of army to try to stay alive, but be equal or get a bit ahead in echo. So I make buildings instead of units. This is risky, of course, but my path of thought is like probably he's going scientific theory as well. So he's not rushing artillery. He's probably going order as well. And so I have a little bit of time for artillery. So I need to make a bit of echo to just pop artillery and units later on. And I kinda know I will not have the gold to upgrade my cannons, so I need to hard build all my artillery. So I need good echo first to be able to spam units, because I can't just build cannons and upgrade them to artillery, and he can because he has gold advantage. And gold is huge in I'm sorry. And gold is huge in industrial, because upgrading units cost less. So we actually need less shift clicks, and I was a worker who's gonna pillage the farm. Yeah, exactly. Do I get it? Of course I don't get it. And boom, 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 boom. As I said, he's fast. What I did here, I put a scout in front to have a flanking bonus. And just a little thing to have that bit advantage. Combat. Flanking bonus is good, it's 10% more combat strength from one unit, so it always adds up a bit. So as you can see, he kinda pushed me to defend. Well, I was thinking like, well, I can't expand forward because I will not be able to defend. at all expanding forward. So I was thinking like I need to stay alive. So I need to stay alive. So I will just build echo. I'll try to build settlers before the actual fight will take place, and I will build my defense line between Stockholm and Helsinki. Probably I was thinking about putting another city in the south to kind of have this cone when actually he has to come and attack me. But kind of I know that the fight will take place at my capital, so I need to have a huge, I mean huge, maybe not huge, but I need to have good production to be able to spam units from the back and push them, move them to my capital to defend my capital, which doesn't look that good right now. When I did not do so much talking for, I kind of have to train my voice to talk so much, because I already have problems getting my voice out. And another snatch worker, he's devastating my economy and my land, losing, pillaging, and snatching my workers. But there's like nothing I can do about it. So as you can see, I kinda went to pop 6, and I'll probably start making settlers. As I said, this is another risk I'm taking. So I popped universities. I'll probably try to pop public schools in the rest of my cities, but I'm building some units to be able to peel him off a bit, so he's just not gonna overrun me, and I'll try to expand to even the things out. The turns take ages in industrial. Actually, when you watch someone play, the turn takes ages. When you actually play it, it goes fast. It goes fast. I see I'm trying to make a road to link up ink finally to move my units faster. I probably should have done that earlier, but I kinda had to improve my land and repair all that stuff. He snatched my worker already. Settler, forge, one horse, settler. This is the only thing I can do right now. Another risk I need to take, just expand while I can, because when he's gonna start attacking, I'll just have to spawn units. The problem with industrial start is that later on you spam units like 1 turn, 2 turns. You still fight like normally, so those units is like huge amount of units, and cities fall quickly to artillery, so like basically need 2 turns of shooting with 3 artillery to take a city. This is the part I don't like about industrial start. It's hard to defend cities. The combat strength of cities is so low compared to damage of artillery. It's depressing, to be honest. But what can I do? I'm kinda scouting here because I saw the horse earlier on scout. So I'm just trying to make sure that no unit will pass south, so I can move my settlers and workers free. So what do we do here? Nothing at the moment. Guess everything seems good. have some more happiness. Here, Mega Blue Circus Public School. You're probably wondering, why are you not building any units in remote? Where, as you can see, it's the only real city that is on a with a mountain and the chance to get some higher population. So my thought was like, I'm gonna do any eco and science in that city, at least for now. So I'm trying to put the national wonder for happiness, public school, food, so I can grow the city and catch up a bit in science. Because as I said, he has population advantage, and population advantage means more science. Yeah, the city doesn't look that bad right now. It's not bad production for a Pep 6 city. So I got my Hecap Elite right now. Yeah, chopping forest for some extra production, faster settlers. This city Helsinki was a lucky plant, to be honest, on those camps, because I got the call right away. It looks like a good blocker city right now, because there's mountains in the north, there's other all in the north, so I can actually put another city there. So that was kind of good. Yes, what I'm trying to do here is I have only that one hill, so I'm gonna work that hill, and the rest I'm gonna put in food to have some good production. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, there's the scout. Boom. There's no scout. This is very bad defensive position for me. But like, there's not much I can do about it right now, cause there's like the only spot in front to defend is either on the forest, which is not good because like nothing there to hold the units. I can plant behind the forest, but then again, sorry, that's not good as well because I will not be able to move freely. I'll just need roads, and he can just put a unit in forest, fortify, and bombing with artillery out of reach. So the other thing is the hill, but that's all far away from me, and I kind of know he has the army advantage, and I kind of know he has gold advantage. So I was thinking like, nah, it's too close to his cities. I will have nothing to defend, so I just rather plant in the back to so I will not have to worry about any of my cities except the capital. Of course, the minus of this situation is that if he manages to take my capital, I will lose. But at this stage of the game, I didn't see any other option, viable option. I'm waiting, I think, for top 6 in this city to do kind of a trick, I guess. I kind of figured this out not that long ago. The trick, well, when it comes to the trick, I'll just guess I'll talk about it. What I'm trying to do, yeah, I'll eat the worker again because you kinda snatched my worker. But I'm trying to focus on production, to be honest, because at least in Helsinki, I'm gonna focus on production because there's not much food. At the beginning, I was kind of hoping that I'm gonna plant another city on the river. I'm close to the river, so my cultural borders will spread. Oh yeah, I'm going for Pop 6, and I'm doing this, starting to do this trick. The trick is that when you have the same amount of specialist points that you generate from artist slot or scientist slot, and when you fill it up on the same turn, you get 2 great person at the turn. So of course it adds up the points for 2 great person that you generate, but you get the 2 great person or even 3 or 4 great person at the same turn. I was thinking this game that I will generate an artist for Golden Age and a scientist. What I didn't know, what you see later on, is that Tommy actually didn't do it. He does that a lot. He generates great person at the same time, like 3, like engineer, a scientist, and an artist. But he actually didn't do this game. He put 2 or even 3 population into a scientist slot. So he's gonna get a scientist like 3 times faster than me. And as you can probably expect, this will be a problem. And I don't want to spoil too much. I guess when you're watching this far, you'll probably watch the rest. But that little thing will be probably will make a huge difference when we're gonna finish this game, because we didn't finish this game yet. So it's gonna be a huge difference. This little thing. But hey, it's like there's no way to know if someone is trying to. As you can see, he's ahead in every single thing except army. So what that tells me is actually what I was kinda telling you some time ago. He made some army, he pushed me back, and he started to echo. So if I made too much units to defend, oh, he would be even more ahead. So you kinda have to risk, because of course he could have made army all the time, but you gotta check F9 every turn almost to see how the army goes up and react adequately. But most of the time you kinda have to think about it. What's like, okay, I can make army, but then if I make army and I will not do echo, and he's gonna kinda go echo, then I lose for sure. And if I'll go army, I mean, and if I won't go army, I will just go little army, then well, he's gonna attack, he's gonna do some damage, but probably if I check F9 every now and again, I can see when he's making army, cause like in industrial, the units takes 2-3 turns at this stage, so you check every turn, you can see 3 turns ahead. I mean 3 turns will be only 3 turns behind making army. So if he's not stationing his units like on your borders and reinforcing units all the time, you kinda have the time to react and make your own units and move them to defend. Of course it sounds nice in theory, but it's not that easy in practice. But then again, this is kinda like it works. So I kinda risk that And now I'm risking by making settlers, and he's just growing. At least he grew to top 7, but his other cities are growing like crazy. Yeah, top 6 already. And I think top 8 in the 4th city, or even top 9. So that's a lot. The good thing is I got happiness. I got plus 15 happiness, so that means I can plant all those cities I want. First city is gonna be here. I think I'm gonna move the settler to the next city spot, so I can just move first to the city spots that are farther away. So the next settler goes closer, I guess, but I'm not sure. We shall see. Good thing about this game is I got coal. I got 10 coal, which means I can have 10 cities, all with factories, and that's nice, very nice. I kinda should go to aluminum, but then again, there's no really point going into aluminum because, as you can see, I have only 2 cities on a river, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 10 extra hammers, and the risk is just big, at least now. Before actually artillery and actually know, I'll actually know what he's planning to do. So at least I got food here for the city. I'm done. Actually, no. Yes, I know. I didn't improve the coal yet, so I kind of want to put some hammers into something useful before I go on factory. I'm not kind of planning to build Oxford University right now. Basically, I can leave it for later. I think I don't know exactly for what I try to leave it. What I know now is that he's ahead in science, which kinda depresses me right now. As you can see, I'm trying to do some units after observe public schools, because I know he's gonna hit hard with artillery. As I said, he has gold advantage. What I'm counting for is I want to plant cities. I want to plant cities, and I should be getting the golden age from Liberty. Kinda soon. How much? 200? That's 3, 6, 7 turns. Yeah, he got 5 cities already, so he made a settler with top 7 capital. So kinda, again, I was risking settlers, but he went the same way. So like the timing is kinda the same, but the problem is he has food. Look, he has wheat. The second city, top 7 already. And top 7 capital, top 8, top 6. He's killing me in population and he's killing me in gold and science, which is depressing. I think I'm roading right now this side. Why I'm doing it? Well, it's quite simple. To effectively fight, you need roads. Though I'm kind of minus gold, but cavalry and artillery will come soon. Very soon. Couple of turns. And I really need roads. Those tiles between Helsinki and my capital, I need roads. On my land, everywhere. So I can move and shoot my artillery on the same turn. because you can move like 2 tiles on a road. What's the word? Come on. The deploy the artillery. The word in the game is kinda something else. But you can move 2 tiles, deploy, and attack at the same turn. That's why you need roads. You really need roads. The spots where you're going to fight. It's kinda important. Very important. So I got my city Expo to pop 3. Probably I'll try to grow that city because it's on a mountain and it has the access to food and not that much production at the moment. So that's some extra science. I think I'm gonna start roading here because the another of my city spots will be to the left side of Iron. It's gonna have nice hills and nice chops, and another city is gonna be behind the mountain. So again, I'll have some mountains close by to work from the start. And another city is gonna be north. As you can see, my worker, it's gonna be just 1 tile north. So I kinda can control that land, at least what's happening behind the mountain, and I can road there. There's some hills as well. I can work at least 4 hills there. 3 hills and food tiles. So kinda pop 4 cities, focus on production. That's my general plan. Try to keep up with science, which will be hard, as I said. He was a great scientist. And stay alive. Go full out army, defend and counterattack. That's the general idea. I'm kinda hoping on my skills in combat, I guess. Kind of flanking, because I kinda know. No, maybe I don't know, but I'm kinda figuring it out that he's gonna focus on my capital. So Helsinki is kinda safe, most probably, and if it's not, it's a good defensive position. So I try to defend my capital with all the forces I can, and then try to counter. That's the kinda only thing that seems viable for me right now, because he's gonna get artillery faster. He's got the gold advantage, he's got the population advantage, he's got advantage every little bit right now, so I just think it's the best way to go. Go crazy on production and just try to survive and counterattack, hoping that his advantage in science will be not that huge, because I'm kinda focusing on science, as you can see. I'm trying to build public schools everywhere. I'm trying to get some population in cities close to mountains. So I'm trying to catch up with science, at least to stay equally at science, but it's gonna be kinda hard. He has 9 gold already and 68 gold and plus 9 gold. When he's gonna hit the golden age, it's gonna be disastrous. And the golden age will come quite quickly. I hope the sound of my drinking will not be that high, but I don't know. This is my first recording, so I guess I'll see about that. Yes, I'm slowly expanding. I have 2 more settlers to build. That's 6 more turns, 6 long turns. Can try to improve my land, the usual stuff, farm, chop forest and stuff like that. Guess nothing and he hit Golden Age. As you can see, 147 production out of gold. I think he hit the Golden Age. I'm not sure if I'm gonna check it out. Let's see. Do I or do I not? Oh, come on, Yoruus. Check if he's in Golden Age. Do it now. Guess I didn't check it. Yeah, -5 gold. As you can see, I have huge problems with gold. Very, very huge problems with gold. I'm gonna get Golden Age next turn. At least, I think I'm gonna take Golden Age. I should, because I want to upgrade those cannons to artillery before he's gonna crush me. But he's like, yeah, 103 gold already. Gold per turn. That's a lot. General idea is to go biology and then go to planes and then go AA and then combustion. Kinda. I know Tommy likes to go tanks, but I kinda like planes. First of all is because you kinda can fit more units on like at the same, I mean the smaller land, because planes are all in the city and still they count like for a lot of units. So just go with planes and defend with melee artillery units, with plane support, then going to anti-air, then going 16 gold. I guess he's not in Golden Age yet, but he has 16 gold per turn. It's like upgrading artillery once every 3 turns. It's not looking good with those planes. So I like planes more, and the good thing about plane is when you actually get interceptors, you get the vision around your cities, which is quite important because we play without spies. So you kind of you can't put a city in a, I mean you can't put a spy in a city to actually have the vision what's around it. So planes kinda are good in this regard. I guess that's all about the planes. They don't do that much damage, but without protection, they are good. I mean, they can hit artilleries that are not protected with anything, and they can 3-shot them, which is kinda good. Yeah, I'm finding Golden Age 99 gold per turn. I think I checked with my mouse how much gold. I'm sorry, he has on his tiles. You can say if he's in Golden Age when he's, for example, working a river tile and you see 2 gold on it, then it means he's in Golden Age. You can check it by hovering your mouse. Like, where's my mouse cursor actually? Oh man, it's so fast. Kinda have hard time following. So you kinda, when you hover over a tile, you can see if someone is in Golden Age. Just hover, if you have the vision of his lands, you can just hover on a tile close to the river, and the tile that is worked by a city, you will see 2 gold on it. So kinda you can even check what tiles the city is working by hovering over the unit. I mean over the tile. So yeah, I'm checking right now, and yeah, he's in golden age, so I'm kinda here. He's on not that much ahead of me, I guess in production, but still he's ahead of me in gold. But yeah, he's referring to my city that they are small. Yes, of course they are small. Uh, yeah, that cap commentary was not that huge. He's like 7 cap, and oh, my caps are so small. Yeah, my land sucks. That's true. I have very low food, almost no river. But hey, you gotta work with what you get. So I kinda went for rifling. Why is that? Well, I kinda figure out this is Sweden, and that special unique unit of Sweden has March promotion. So I was kind of figuring out, hey, I need to survive till planes at least. So I kind of gonna make some promoted Caroleans. I think that's how it's called. Some promoted Caroleans. So I kind of can just sit on my land, fortify, and be hit, just be hit and survive with some Caroleans. Just general idea, make artillery, make Caroleans, some horses, and defend until planes, and with planes kinda push him back a little. I mean push him back, I mean use the planes to kill artillery, because artillery is the problem, because you can like shift click 3 artilleries as I said, and if you have nothing to kill them, they're just gonna slaughter your city, because he just needs to kill, I mean he needs to bombard your city. um, you need you can bombard the city, take it out in like 2 turns, then just kill 1 unit in front, the blocker unit, and sneak in a tank or a cavalry to take the city. So it's hard to defend against this with only artillery or only melee units, so you kinda have to get horses, you need to have roads, so it's kinda easier to do it with planes and with the vision from planes, because you can snipe off artillery and kinda force him to go anti-air, because you don't need to focus on the tanks, because tanks can't really take a city with some defenses in it, but bombing with artillery can, and quite easily and quite fast. So kinda that's what I'm afraid of, because I don't even have land in front of me, of my capital. I don't have the vision, I don't know what he actually has there. I'm kinda guessing that he has some cannons and some artillery, and he's probably making roads. You see how much gold he has? He has 163 gold to my 100. And I'm in golden age. Well, he's in golden age, but that's 60 gold advantage. So he can like upgrade 1 artillery more every single turn that goes by. I mean, 1 single cannon. So I got like 4 cannons that I don't really I can't upgrade. So the only choice for me is to defend. At least that's what I'm thinking. Like defend and build up artillery to survive. So I'm kind of making roads, I'm trying to finish the factories, so I just focus production in those new cities and try to survive up to planes. And with planes, kinda force him to back up a little, and then counter attack. Because Malmo is kinda it's not that good to defend. I mean, it's a poorly defensible position, Malmo. But then again, it's good for attack. It's a pushing city from him. So um, kinda I have. This is a bad position for me. It's going to be. It's gonna be hard to survive in this game. But hey, I'm not conceding yet. Though he's saying me that he's doing very well. Well, I know he's doing very well, but there's like I can't do much about that. As you can see, my land is. I have no food and no river, which is problem. Yeah, he's already building roads and checking me out, so he just wants to attack and get it over with. I can kinda. I'm hoping a bit that he's gonna attack with artillery, because I'm hoping that I can hold on. I mean, hold with my artilleries, and I'm gonna get the units that I have, that I will be able to defend to deal him some damage, uh, and in the meantime build up my echo in those new cities and counterattack the production advantage. That's the general idea, but will it work? It's really hard to tell at this point. Yeah, 73 gold a turn. It's like craziness. You're thinking like, hey, it's not a huge problem. Well, it is a huge problem. It's a very huge problem because now I hope that he is improving cannons to artillery, and I'm kinda forced to hard build every unit. But that gold advantage will add up the longer the game goes, because when he will upgrade all the cannons, the artillery, and he's still gonna make so much gold, he's gonna leave that gold and he'll be able to upgrade from cavalry to tanks right away when he's gonna get the tech. And this is kinda problematic because tanks have 50 or 60 or something like that combat strength, so they just one-shot artillery, which is a huge problem because he's gonna like rush tanks, upgrade our cavalry to tanks with his oil, and just steamroll me. I mean, attack my units, force me to defend, to back up, and then he's gonna just move out his artillery. He's gonna bomb my city, and GG. Simple. So this is gonna be problematic. And I think what you're gonna see, I don't know what's gonna be this turn or a couple turns later. I think couple turns later, he's gonna pop a great scientist, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble because like I'm barely coming to planes, and he already popped a great scientist, and he's in modern era. I mean the next era, and he's gonna go for tanks, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, this is not gonna end well. But it's not yet. Kinda I spoiled the last half of the game, but there's not really much action. I mean, there's gonna be some shooting out, but nothing's gonna really happen. We're gonna save. He's gonna get huge. I mean, he's. We shall see, I guess. Let's wait a bit. Well, what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to get my production up. This is the last settler that I will make, so I'm gonna try to rush now some artilleries from my capital. I'm gonna try to use my happiness to get some food out of my cities. Yeah, of course he's making roads already, making artilleries. There we go. There we go. Of course he's aggressive. He's very aggressive. I don't know why I'm attacking so relentlessly with my horses. It was not the smart move from me, but I was kinda hoping that I can snipe this artillery with the worker, but as you can see, this didn't turn out well. See, he has already 4 artilleries, I barely have 1, because I had no gold to upgrade all my cannons. So this is the problem I'm talking about with gold. When you have a gold advantage, you can just build up the lower tier units and you get the tag, just upgrade and go crazy. It's like an improved version of X-Bow Rush. When you build up composites, you get gold, and as soon as you hit X-Bow, you just upgrade all of your composites and you attack. So if someone is behind with the tag with 1 or even 2 turns, and especially if he's behind with the tag and he's behind in gold and he didn't build up composites, you can like surprise him very much, like an old school trick. The swordsman's rush works the same way. It's like from the start of the Civ it works like that. When you just build up warriors and suddenly you get 6 iron, boom, 6 swords, and you go kill out cities. I guess it's the same idea in every era. But here those are artilleries and 3 range. How cool is that? So I'm kinda getting almost have the same production as he right now, but I'm still behind in gold by a huge amount, and there's not much I can do about his gold advantage because I kinda have no rivers. I think I'm working every gold tile available. I mean, there's a bit river in the middle, but I mean, putting a city there, well, 1, 2, 3. I guess I could have built a city close to the cow, but I was kind of afraid that the city on the river will have absolutely no production. It will be problematic later on. If I'm right, I don't know. We shall see. But I have less gold. But I don't think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 river tiles would actually make that huge difference. And I mean 8 bad river tiles. I was hoping that with the city, the Helsinki, the cultural portage will spread to the river and I can actually work river tiles with Helsinki, the 3 river tiles. So I can kinda cover all the river tiles with Linköping, Helsinki and Stockholm. But as you can see, this actually didn't happen yet, and I don't think will ever happen at all. But it was the general idea. As you can see, he has advantage in every single aspect of the game. Especially the gold advantage is killing me. he can rush all the stuff he wants. Yeah, I need some currency. And actually, I didn't build a public school in capital yet. That's a mistake on my part, and I think this gonna cost me a couple of turns on my science, which will be a big difference later on. I'm kind of trying to work on my production in the cities. I'm gonna keep the cities top 3, so I'm gonna work like a lumber mill and a hill. So that's 6, 10 production plus the factory. which is 4. It's 14 plus the hill itself, that's 17, plus the liberty, that's 18, plus the 10%. So there's almost 20 production per city, 3 pop city. That's how you get production. 20 production is not bad in industrial. Yeah, he has golden, I mean his army advantage. Actually he's one tech behind right now. So it means I have I guess a bit more science than him. Or actually it can mean that he just grabbed some lower tech. For example, but there's no lower tech he can get at this moment. I think we all finished the oil stuff, so I kinda have a bit more science, but then again, as I said, he will have a great scientist first. I'm trying to kind of watch when it's gonna happen, when it's gonna pop it. Sad part is I don't have my research screen up. I'll try to improve that in my future videos. I'm gonna try to have the research screen open all the time. This will give you guys more information about the game itself. Yeah, top 5 cities production 43. I guess that's not bad. So I kinda have my defenses set up. Sorry again. But he still has the advantage in army. Though I'm kinda ahead in production right now. Which is good. I guess it's the only thing that kinda keeps me in game. I'm trying to lock in the tiles that I'm gonna work. I'm gonna chop the forest, put the mine, and I'm just gonna focus on production. I'm -5 happiness at the moment, so I kinda went all in for production. As I said earlier, I'll try to, I guess, survive with some massive. As you can see, I barely made like halfway for my great persons, and I think like this turn or the next turn, I'm so sad that I didn't put the research tab. It had like a kind of really know much more if I put it on. But at least now I know what to watch. Yeah, finally research tab. So like I'm there to there's biology. Yeah, he sniped my cannon, of course. So he's like still scouting me, still checking what we can do, damage to what he's up against, and he's like probably thinking, I can't break it right now, and so I'll have to go to plan B. And plan B in Tommynt case is most of the time tanks, 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 and again tanks. Why are tanks good? Well, it's because you can upgrade them from cavalry, if you kind of take planes, when you take planes, you gotta hard build every plane, and then when you build planes, you kind of vulnerable land, because you don't build land units at the same time. And when you go the tank way, you just upgrade from cavalry if you have gold. So you can, if you hoard up gold, you can upgrade all your cavalry to tanks, and you have a very strong force at the beginning. So tanks are strong, very strong. Enough said. Yeah, I'm kinda ahead in production, but he's still ahead in army. And gold. The gold is the huge problem. So I'm kind of trying to set up my defensive position, build up roads, do a bit of damage, so he doesn't have free shots on me. Yeah, do a bit damage here, a bit damage there. Try not to be sniped off by cavalry. I mean, by horses. He has a lot of horses. And I'm just figuring he's making cavalry right now. Those hecapolits is, I don't think he's making more hecapolits. I'm checking out, can I buy some tile in front of my capital, so I have vision, because if I don't have vision, I kinda have to move a unit in front of my army, so my artillery can shoot. And he has to do the same. He has to move a horse or something to get the side of my units so his artillery can shoot. So I'm kind of thinking right now that I need gold. I need gold to buy some tiles in front of my capital, and I can't build all. I mean, the problem is he can buy 2 tiles in front of Malmo, and he can build a general close to my south and get the land. Then he can plant a general on my capital, and that's bad, of course. See, he's scouting already, and I kinda have nothing to shoot with. But I have. No, of course, there's no road there. Yes, he has artillery, so there. Boom. Another artillery shot. So I cannot try to make some damage and don't lose units at the same time, which is kinda hard because he has the artillery set up on the hill close to the mountain, on the horses, on the plains close to Ivory. He has a lot of artillery, and of course he's trying to shift click some horses on me. So I kinda was able to save my artillery, to get his worker, save my Hackapelite, so it was kinda good on my part. I got oil in my land, so that's kinda good too. There's oil in the middle of Malmo and my capital, which is bad, of course, but there's like nothing I can do about that. I mean, I still am trying to buy at least one tile, so I can see his units, but I don't have enough gold. Oh, my cat is coming to my room. Hello, cat. Say Say hello. Hey cat. Oh, come on, kitty. Oh, hello, kitty. Yeah, my cat wants some attention. He's using a worker to have the vision, so I'm trying to make him pay, deal some damage, because every damage I can deal right now goes into my benefit, so he can actually steamroll over me, because he has army advantage, he has gold advantage. The only advantage I have is production, but for the production advantage to kinda kicks in, I need to survive for a couple of more turns. I need to make some kills, at least deal more damage, and I cannot lose units. Then my production advantage can kinda save me, but it will be tough. It will be tough, definitely tough. What I'm actually afraid is he's forcing me to make all those artilleries, which I really don't want, cause I know he's gonna go. I'm kind of like 95% sure he's gonna go tanks, and tanks will steamroll over my artillery, and like I have nothing to counter it, cause I was thinking I have time, that we are in parent science, and he's like making the two great persons at the same time, same as me, so I have at least couple of turns more, but either he changed the great person generation. When he saw he cannot break me with artillery, he just thought like, hey, I need to rush tanks, so he put in more population into great scientist slots, which was kind of smart, I guess. Something I didn't think about. And like for that is, well, I cannot react to that. The only thing I could kind of do next time, I guess, and I'll have to do it next time, I'll have to micromanage. See how much units he has? It's like craziness. To micromanage the great scientist slots, and the great scientist slots to kinda, fill up the great scientist bar and leave it there, then fill out artist bar, and if he rushes a great scientist like that, or if someone rushes a great scientist like that, just pop a great scientist as well, so I would be only a turn behind, not like a couple of turns, so I can react to a science rush like this. But I guess this is another thing that I learned in this game, and I'll have to adapt to this strategy, because I'm almost 100% sure that he's gonna rush tanks and he's gonna try to steamroll me with tanks, which is kinda easy because only land unit that I will have that is able to stand in the weight of tanks is Caroleans, and they are still like strength 34, so he can easily steamroll me. As I said, shift click artilleries and then go in front with tanks and kill me with tanks. He's ahead in army right now, I'm only ahead in production. So, as I said, this is not looking good at all. General. Oh, I would so much like to kill him, but there's absolutely no chance to do it. He already has a general advantage. He has general advantage? No, he doesn't. But you see how much gold he has? He has so much gold. Like 300 gold. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. So you can see I bought the tile in the middle, so I can see what's the units, what's happening. I don't have to move a unit in front to shoot, while he has to. But Carolians are tough, and they heal. So this is going to be hard. Those games takes a long, cause it's like he's waiting the turn timer all the time till the last second to make the moves at the last second. It kind of surprised me. So he gets a free shot, free hit or something like that, and I cannot save a unit. But on this turn, it's like nothing I can do, to be honest, because I already moved everything. Yeah, he's gonna shoot, then he's gonna shift click, nah, he's gonna kill artilleries. Nothing I can do about it. Come in, pillage, and go out. Last second. So this is how you play a multiplayer, sadly. There's not much you can do about it. You gotta be prepared for those last second moves. He's one technology ahead. So I think this turn, or maybe the next turn, he's gonna pop the Great Scientist. Yeah, he enters Modern Era right now. So he popped the Great Scientist right now. And I'm like, oh man, and I'm still 11 turns behind. So he's already in Modern Era. By the time I'm gonna get planes, he's gonna get tanks, or he already has tanks. So I'm kinda thinking like, oh man, he outplayed me again. Well, it's true, he has better lens, but still, by this little trick he did, I'm so used for him to generate two great persons at the same time. I was kinda unprepared that he can pop a great scientist. So, and I should have been prepared that he can pop a great scientist before the great artist. So this was kind of my mistake in this game. We didn't finish this game, but I don't think I can really do anything more. Do anything more in this game. Yeah, I'm trying to buy some land in front, so he cannot put the general on me, so he would steal my coal and my roads. So I'm kinda sure that defenses there are good for me, at least in North, and I can only focus on my capital. But then, as I was saying, I kinda don't think that I have a real chance to win in this game, because, as I said, he used the great scientist. I mean, he made the great scientist 11 turns earlier than me, So as I said, he kinda switched. I believe so. He kinda switched from making a great artist and a great scientist. He kinda knew he cannot break me with artillery and Carolians, so he put another population in great scientist generation, and that's why he has it 11 turns earlier. Unless he just started 11 turns earlier with the great person generation. But it's possible. But I don't think so. But it's of course it's possible. So either way he's ahead. 11 turns in the great scientist generation, so he's gonna get tanks like next turn probably. And I have nothing to do against it. So I really think he's like, and I was not able to heal my artillery. Bollocks. So I don't think I can like survive. I can survive. So I really think this game is his. Well, at least I tried. I said Civilization is a game of like small things. Small things can decide if you win or lose. At least in this kind of games, and on this level, when really little small things can decide if you win or lose. But I didn't concede it yet. Uh, I hope we will finish this game, but I really don't think. No, I'm sorry. I really don't think I can win this game. So I guess not gonna beat Tommynt in Industrial Duel. Not yet. But I will try if we'll finish this game. Of course, I'll record it. I'll tell you guys how it went. But as you can see, I'm really behind at the moment. I have minus 10 gold. I'm behind in science. I'm behind one great scientist by 11 turns and the great artist for the Golden Age probably by 11 turns. And there's not much I can do, to be honest. I can only hope I can defend my capital until the planes arrive, but that's like 6 turns more to go. And I will have like only 5 planes or a bit more because I don't have that much. I think I have 7 oil available for me, so there's only 7 planes. And he's gonna have tanks, and tanks are strong. Tanks are very strong. He'll probably put all the oil in tanks, so he'll just steamroll through my land army and bomb my city with artillery and just take my capital. And even 5 or 7 bombers, and probably 5 because I really need 2 interceptors to kind of have division, will not help me. But then again, we shall see. Maybe I'm pessimistic. Maybe he went planes. Well, if he went planes, then it doesn't look good to me either, because he's gonna have them like 6 turns earlier than me. So it's not good. It's not good. I'm repeating myself, but it's not good. Yeah. I kinda see now that I'm gonna finish Liberty in 2 turns. Well, I kinda guess maybe, but I don't think so, because I think I didn't check it yet, and that he finished Liberty, but I don't think so. Yeah, so it's kinda, that was the last turn of fighting. We're gonna save now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like it. If you have some comments on my commentary, information that you would like me to add to the videos, or even spelling the video part, and just post it. I'll try to do it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, guys, ladies and guys, or ladies and gentlemen, that you enjoyed this video. I'll try to add commentary for my other games, and probably I will try to make commentary on fly on my future videos. So thank you very much again, and see you later.